Hi peeps, how are you? And today's lesson comes from Akwach Mota. He asked me to revise 2017 KCSE English paper 1, and that is question 3. So in this video we are going to focus on that question 3 from paper 1 2017 and one more question. So you wanna watch to the end to learn more. And that question 3 is an oral song, and the question is, read the song below and answer the questions that follow. I'm gonna read it here, but I'm gonna use my book. So, maize has a market, sorghum has a market. What about my children? My children's market is the graveyard. What about my children? My children's market is the graveyard. You are a backbiter. You are a witch. You are a gossip. My children, you will kill them of jealousy. My children, you will kill them of jealousy. The poem that I'm having on the board. The first question, with an illustration in each case, identify any 3 features that contribute to the oral nature of the song, above 6 marks. Before I give you the answer, I'm going to talk about features of oral songs, and we have several. 1, we have direct address, or in other words, something like a dialogue. 2, we have direct translation, that is self-explanatory. 3, we have the sound patterns, all the sound patterns, alliteration, assonance, consonance, onomatopoeia, rhyme, idiophons. You have to check one of it that might be appearing in your poem. 3, we have repetition, whereby words or phrases will come more than one time. And 4, we can have a moral lesson. Those are some of the features of oral song. From the features that I have given you, we are going to check which ones are evident in our song. Which ones have you found? Okay, and number 1, we have direct translation. And for your illustration, you'll have to give maize has a market. Those words are, I think they are translated from Swahili, if I'm not wrong. Mahindi yana soko. Number 2, we have the most obvious one, that is repetition. Several phrases are repeated. 1 is, my children's market is the graveyard. That is one illustration. Another illustration, how about my children? Another illustration, you will kill them because of jealousy. All those phrases are repeated. 3, we have a sound feature there, or a sound pattern. That is line 3. We have consonants. Consonants. We have what, about. So make sure you give illustration. Like if you give consonants, have it written this way. That is consonant. Our illustration. What, about. Then make sure you underline the repeated sound. Part 2 of the same. Briefly explain why the word you should be stressed while performing the song. 2 marks. And where are those words? We have them from line. You are a backbiter. Take note of that. You are a witch. You are a gossip. So this person, the persona must be angry, calling someone these names. So we can say, because you is the reason as to why the persona is suffering. That is why we have to stress it. Next question of the same paper is this one here. I'm going to read the question. Identify a sound feature in each of the short forms given below. The first one is, let me read from my book. It can be cracked, it can be made, it can be told, it can be played. And respondent answers, it's a joke. Before answering that, we have several sound patterns. We have idiophones, we have onomatopoeia, we have alliteration, assonance, consonants, rhyme, etc. Which one is evident in that part? We have one. Have you seen it? Here we have onomatopoeia, and that is the word craft. This is onomatopoeia. Hope you know what onomatopoeia is. They are words containing similar sounds to the noise they make, and that is the opposite of the idiophones. And number 2, a good wife and health are a man's best wealth. So the third feature that we have in here is rhyme. We have rhyme, and the words that are rhyming are health and wealth. Lastly, ken are ken of called kells. And here we have so many. We have 3 sound patterns. One, we have alliteration. I hope you know what alliteration is. Repetition of initial consonant sounds in words that follow each other closely. And they have to follow each other closely. So we have alliteration. We can have called kells as alliteration. We can also have ken as alliteration. 2, we can have consonants, ken and ken. The na sound is a consonant that is repeated at the end. And lastly, we can have assonance. Ken, a. That is assonance. So that is what was expected in that paper. That brings us to the end of our lesson. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate, and I wish you all the best. Bye-bye.